This is Tank's vlog for January 13, 2020, wrapping up today in sports and wrapping up divisional weekend in the NFL. What a crazy game in Kansas City. First off, the Chiefs came out. I don't know what they were doing. They allow that big touchdown, they allow a block punt, and they fumble a punt. Next thing you know, it's 21-0 Texans. Then the Texans drive down the field, and for some reason, they're going to go for it, and then they change their mind, but they're still up 24-0. Chiefs get a big kick return, score a touchdown, but they're still down 24-7. And this is where the Houston Texans fucked up. Instead of punting up 24-7, they went for it. They gave Pat Mahomes 40 yards to score a touchdown. So this is the second straight drive that the Chiefs had the ball at midfield. You know what happens when you give the ball to the Chiefs at midfield? You allow touchdowns. And from there, it was like a snowball rolling downhill. Chiefs got the Texans fumbled the kickoff, and the Chiefs got the ball back, and boom, 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 it's 24-21. Turn off the lights. The Houston Texans just utterly it's almost as if the Chiefs spotted them to 24 points just to give themselves a challenge. The Chiefs-Texans game reminded me of what the Atlanta Braves do with the freeze, where the Texans are running and the Chiefs are standing at the start line. Yeah, the Texans are running. They're running, and now the freeze comes by and wins by a mile. That's what this game was fucking like. And Bill O'Brien, you are an idiot! An idiot! What were you thinking, man? So anyway, Kansas City against Tennessee next week for the AFC Championship. In the NFC, it's going to be 1 versus 2. Everything held to form. Green Bay Packers dominated the Seahawks. The game might have been a little closer than the score. The score might have been a little more indicated, closer than the game might indicate. And Russell Wilson, he had an okay game. He didn't play poorly. But the Seahawks defense did not show up. Aaron Rodgers made all the plays. Davante Adams especially made all the plays. And every time the Packers had third down, it seemed like they were converting it. They scored all their touchdowns on third down, and they had 9 of 13 conversions on third down. And in that situation, sometimes that's almost like a turnover. When you have allow that many third down conversions, you're almost like turning the ball over. And the Seahawks just, they got down 28-10. They tried to come back, but when you can't get off the field, you're not going to win. And that last play at the end of the game, I don't think Jimmy Graham got the first down. The crown of the helmet was across the line. But do you have any doubt that the Packers would have not made it on fourth down? I actually don't. Meanwhile, while the Devils, in the dark of the night, sort of to speak, before they played on Sunday night, decided to fire General Manager Ray Shero. And people are upset about this. Can someone explain to me why Shero has the reputation that he has? It's been 5 fucking years. This team is the worst team in the Eastern Conference. One of the worst teams in the NHL. Because he drafted Nico Hischier. He had #1 pick. He didn't win the lottery. Babu the Chimp could have drafted Nico Hischier and Jack Hughes with the #1 pick. He did not win the lottery. What about McLeod? McLeod, this guy was drafted in the top 10. He ain't ever going to be a star. He's stuck in Binghamton. He sucks. What about Damon Severson? Having this motherfucking stiff on your team. This guy puts the puck in the Devil's net more than he puts it in the opposing net. He is a horrible defenseman. The defense is terrible. And he was upset about firing John Hines. John Hines needed to be fired. So now we're going to have Marty and Tom Fitzgerald running the team. I actually think Marty should be the president, and he should be the one who decides the future of the franchise. I mean, lots of teams have done this. Get your best player, put him in charge. Avalanche have done it with Joe Sakic, and he's done a fine job. I think Martin Brodeur has got an excellent future as an executive, and I always wanted him to be the guy that replaced Lou Lamoriello, and now that looks like that's finally going to happen. Today's 3 stars are Patrick Mahomes, Davante Adams, and Jussies Saros, who had a shutout for the Predators. And we take a look back to this day in sports when Wilt Chamberlain came back to Philadelphia via a trade by the Golden State Warriors, where the Warriors owner basically got nothing back except maybe $300,000, and insulted Wilt Chamberlain, saying that he's an easy guy to hate. Not a good look. So, check out the story at Barstool Sports and Sports Encyclopedia, where sports history lives. Good day.